Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Farming Simulator 19 map. I suppose it's a map tour kind of review as I Cwattyeso attempt to find a new map to play on in Farming Simulator 19 to accompany and go alongside my current Fenton Forest Let's Play. So I'm kind of downloading and having a look at maps, trying to find something that suits me, appeals to me, catches me eye and appeals to me a little bit in the game, and I think I would quite enjoy playing on, maybe possibly as a second series. So let's have a jump in. Let's hop into Dondiego map. Right, we'll get rid of all the PDA stuff. Right, we start here. This is been started in new farmer mode, this save. So if we have a look at the map, it's a 4x map, much like the one I reviewed recently, the challenge type map. It's got quite a lot of fields on it. I think it's got 60 in total, 61 fields in total that are purchasable. You start with an area and basically two fields. You get field 19 and you get field 26. That's your starting lot. You do start with all your pig pens, your horse pens, your sheep pens, your chicken coops, your cow pens. You've got liquid manure digestate storage place. You've got your main farm silo. You've got your Hoff tank stell, and you've got your house. Your biogas plant is quite nearby. So you've got a silo there. But your starting house is very familiar looking to me, of course, from having done my first Let's Play series in Farming Simulator 19 on the Estancia Lapacho map. It's basically the Estancia Lapacho house in new farmer mode. If, however, you booted this up in Farm Manager or start from scratch, you would have the option to use obviously the deck chair mod if you have the deck chair mod downloaded and installed, but you'd have the option of placing the Estancia Lapacho house, the Ravenport house, or the Felsbrunn house. You've then obviously got the other trailers from the mod hub, and you've got a bunch of other houses that are mods. But basically, if you start this map up in new Farm Manager or start from scratch, your three choices of houses are the Estancia Lapacho house, the Ravenport house, or the Felsbrunn house. Obviously, the Estancia Lapacho house, heck of a lot more money. Now, obviously, we're in new farmer mode, so we get a starting fleet of equipment. So we get the 1974 pickup truck, 1978 pickup truck, which obviously I would sell straight away because I never ever use them. We get a 6230R, a 6135M, T560, a TKD 302, a 625X header, the little 2.5 metre Agromaz Po5 plough, a Tiger 6 DT cultivator, the Agromaz Salvage 3800 seeder planter, which can do additional crop types, additional fruit types, because this map is enabled for extra fruits. We get a Hardy Mega 2200 sprayer, fertilizer herbicide sprayer, the Bradle K105, the Bergman Repex 34S loading wagon. Then we get obviously the Giants standard in-game large cow pasture, large pig enclosure, large sheep pasture, large horse paddock, large chicken coop. We get a custom farm silo complex for storing all your crops and stuff in. We get a liquid manure and digestate storage facility. No actual manure though. I am assuming they want you to put the normal manure in your crop silo. which apparently, looking at that very quickly, it doesn't accept. So I don't know where you store your normal manure that your animals produce, as that only accepts liquid and digestate. Then you've got your farm, your diesel refill station for your vehicles. You've got a liquid fertiliser and herbicides storage silo. You've got your bunker silo. You've got a pole barn, which is just a decorative barn. You've got a shed, a couple of sheds, a couple more sheds, a vehicle workshop, a water station where you can get water from. You've got your pressure washer, and you've got a little decorative fountain and your house. So that's your starting fleet of gear in New Farmer. If we run over here, the first thing I like, we get an animated gate, look. So this is your main farm complex. So here's your refill station. There's a couple of the sheds. And obviously the John Deere starting tractor, all vanilla starting equipment. Another gate, in and out. Got your big silo complex for storing all your stuff. Got your workshop over here for repairing your vehicles. Water tanker over here. Got your cow pen here. You've got your manure site, your liquid manure slurry and digestate over here in what is quite a big building. I would probably switch that out straight away for my own manure slurry and digestate storage place, which has a larger capacity anyway for storing. This only holds 2.5 million litres of each fill type, whereas of course the one I would go for, which is the one from Fenton Forest map that I've made standalone, if I can find it, it's in here somewhere. Yeah, look at that. Much less real estate taken up by my manure and slurry mod, which means you'll be able to get some more sheds and stuff in here, and vehicle places and equipment places, maybe even some of the production facilities mods. And then obviously you've got a big pathway here where again you could put vehicles and sheds and stuff and things. We'll have a quick run over here where we should have, obviously the BGA is over here anyway, so I don't quite get why you'd want a bunker silo at your own farm. You could probably ditch the silo because the BGA is close enough. So I'd probably lose all them. In fact, one of the things I would do on this map myself anyway, I would scrap off most of this. In fact, I would start the map in farm manager mode, I think. That would be the best sense. Because I wouldn't want any of these giants, animal barn, pen things, because I just don't like them. They're very bland, boring, vanilla and rubbish. Anyone who follows my Fenton Forest Let's Play will know my thoughts and feelings about these generic barns, and I wish, again, I kind of wish map makers would make their own animal pens and areas. I know Stevie tried it on Fenton Forest, but unfortunately he ran into some issues and it then reversed back and went with vanilla animal pens and stuff. But I decided to keep a version of the map which had his custom ones because I wasn't having any problems, and I much prefer the map because of that. These sheds as well I would probably get away with purely and simply because I do not like the Z flickering, where you've got the two sheds kind of merged together, placed one on top of each other. I don't like that. Z flickering annoys me. And then obviously you've got a washing point over here with your Karcher. Don't know why you wouldn't have maybe put your washing station and your workshop in the same place, so you can repair your vehicles and wash them at the same time. But I do like the look of the farm silo. Pretty big silo, pretty big complex, most definitely. I think this is where you fill up, empty everything out the silo. So let's go back and look at the map then. Obviously we've got a lot of fields. We've got an island in the middle with bridges connecting it to other islands. Basically we've got islands again. One island, two islands, 3 islands, 4 islands again, although these aren't obviously all identical. Although we have got biogas plants on each. On that one, that's the one we start on anyway. But yeah, again, some of it's in English, some of it's not, and I'm not a big fan of that. Again, I would like to see all the descriptions and all the place names and everything support, you know, English as an absolute must. You know, all mods should have to have an English description, instructions and everything, and then you can add your own local language stuff in the boxes below in the editor. That's what it's there for. And again, we've got the multiple crop types. So we've got Dinkel, Hirsch, Rogan, Triticale, Moan, Rice, Zweibel and Carrot. Again, if you're going to add additional fruits, you've got to make it easy for people who aren't from whatever country you're from to know what they are. I can pick up carrots and onions. I kind of know what those are from other maps. I recognise the logos. But the rest, I don't know what they are. But like I say, you start in fields, you don't have a lot. You start with 2 on a bit of land that's worth 53,000. Land prices, they're pretty reasonable. There's nothing ridiculously expensive. The BGA, quite cheap to buy. Some of these fields up here are a bit more expensive. Look, 1,665,000. You've also got some areas around the map here which are a bit weird looking. I think there's a couple of trains on this map. But yeah, you've got your John Deere harvester in there. You're starting John Deere. Again, I'd probably get rid of the starting fleet of equipment because I wouldn't use vanilla vehicles. I would use modded ones. Let's have a bit of a fly around the map, shall we? I really ought to. Right, there we go. So we can put that on, However, I do need to get out of the shed first. We don't have no collision mode on, unfortunately. So, the camera has no collision, but you as a player do not. So let's have a look. So straight away, look, you come out your own starting farm, and there's a bridge. There's also a train bridge there. Look, train station, silo. So there's the other field. So you own 2 fields. You own that one up there, and this one down here. As your starting fields. And then we've got a bit of a look around. Again, all the islands connected by a bridge. Again, a bit of Z flickering going on. There's the train. Now, I don't know how good those bridges are going to be for moving equipment around. I've not actually tried driving equipment. I'm talking big equipment to do some of the big fields, you know, whether you're going to be able to get through those big bridges with like a big bud and a flexi coil attached to a seed hawk or something. For the players like me that like to play with big tools and not prat around with 2 metre wide ploughs and cultivators and stuff. Don't know how that's going to make it for getting to and from the different fields, but yeah, we've got nice big fields, look, lots of big fields. Some people say, but the fields are square, it's so boring. Just makes it a lot easier to work with AI workers, and so I do not mind that at all. As I say, the less problems you can give to the Giants AI in the game, the better. Courseplay obviously won't have an issue with whatever shape field, although again, it does seem to prefer square fields as well. Being able to travel around, and like we say, it's not a flat map. That's the main thing. We have got some hills and some undulations and stuff like that on the map. trees. You can come in here, do some logging and tree trimming and cutting down and removal. Quite a few little areas where there's trees that you can take out. Again, another bridge. Again, more trees you could log and remove. More fields on the bottom southern edge of the map. Cars drive around. I wonder if they go across the bridge. Whether the AI vehicles use the bridges to travel to different islands. Because that would probably get in the way if they're using the bridges when you're trying to drive across it. Because the AI doesn't stop. Does it? It could get in the way. You've got the harbour over there, which is a major sell point on the map. Again, nice little diddly field over here. So there's a car there. Now, where did it spawn? Did it spawn on the bridge? Or did it drive over the bridge? Got the train over parked here. So there's two trains. There's this one here, which runs round, apparently in a different direction to the other train. Again, lots of fields. People say, oh, there's not a lot of decoration around the fields. Again, just to me, that means it's going to be easy to work. You're not going to have to worry about things crashing into stuff, tripping over stuff. Big grass area there, which you could probably mow grass on. I like this. I like the look of this map. I like the look of this map. This one has potential of being a possible candidate for a second map for me to play on and have fun with. Some kind of sell point over here. I could definitely see me playing on this, and like I say, it'd be great because I reckon you could easily break out the big buds again. You could be using big bud tractors. Again, another bridge over the water. This one doesn't have the frame structure over it like the other bridges. Yet to see a car drive over the bridge though, so that I'm not too sure whether they do or not. I would hope they don't, because like I say, they would get in the way of you trying to drive across the bridges if they did. I probably need to sit here and have a look at the map a bit. See where vehicles appear from. He's got his indicator on. I think he's turning left. Yes. So it may be that the AI vehicles, the AI traffic don't drive over the bridges. And that wouldn't be a bad thing, like I say, because you would have to put up with them, check to make sure there's no traffic coming before you cross the bridge, because you would run into them. And the AI traffic doesn't budge. It will move whatever tractor vehicle you're driving, even if they're driving a tiny little larder or something. Railway silo over here, next to an area where it looks like you could do some placeable stuff, maybe place a farm, buildings and stuff of your own. In fact, quite a bit of area down here looks like it'd be good for that sort of thing. If you was in Farm Manager or start from scratch and didn't want to start over on the same place where new farmer starts you out, you've got an option. High gain grain, another sell point. Again, a few more logs and areas where you can chop down some trees. An area up here. Let's have a bit of a dive down. Looks like some kind of a sell point. You've got a place you can go in and tip stuff into there. A couple of areas for placing sheds though. Interesting. And as I say, we're moving across the most northern top edge of the map. This is where, as I say, the bigger fields are, the £1 million fields, if you're going to be expanding into it. And obviously we've got our farm just over there. But yeah, lots of fields on this map. Well, a good number. Nothing too ridiculous. Like I say, there's 61 by my count. All of which are a good size. Spread out nice enough that you can manoeuvre around them. So this ain't no Midwest Horizon map that crams in 170 odd fields and then you can't get a playing card between them. I like the fact it gives you a starting farm in new farmer mode, whereas again Midwest Horizon doesn't. Nor did that challenge map that I loaded up and had a look at. This field's quite hilly. Got quite the elevation change going on. Again, big forestry area over here where you can chop down trees and stuff. I think I've had a look at this bit before, didn't we? So it looks to me, from what I've seen, the AI vehicles do not use the bridges across to the different islands. That's good. To me, that's a good thing. Because we don't have to put up with them getting in the way then when we're trying to drive around the place. Like I say, the BGA's over there. A little bit of a town over here with some life, some people. These must be the neighbours. When you start, I like the fact you got the BJ right next to the starting farm and you've got a train silo. That's a nice thing to look at. Like I say, we've got the got a water source as well. Look behind us. Big, like I say, you sell all the in new farmer mode or start from scratch without any of this placed. Without any of these buildings and stuff placed, you've got a big area to set up your own farm. Like I say, I'd get rid of all the animal pens straight away and put in some custom ones that just look a bit better than that rubbish. I probably also wouldn't just have dirt yard. I'd probably put down some more concrete or tarmac or gravel and stuff just to break it up a bit and make it look a bit different. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Now again, one of the things I should mention with the equipment, much like on the previous map, we look at the seeder. It's obviously a vanilla in-game seeder, supports all the additional crop types, fill types. I go into the mod menu this time and start looking at some of the modded ones I've got installed. These use specializations, so they're okay. There's one by Stevie. Can't tell whether that does. Here's one. The Astrala by Stevie doesn't support the additional fill types on the map. So if I bought that, I couldn't plant any of the new crops that are on this map. Same with his Great Plains. Can't plant crop types. The Horse Pack does, because it again has it set. Its planting type is set as cedar. The Stevie's Pronto can't plant all the crop types. My own cedar that I made can't plant all the crop types because I haven't got it set as a cedar. I've added the individual crop types. I could change that. Interestingly, the Solitaire by Stevie does let you plant all the crop types, new crop types. However, I would never ever use that in game because A, it's only got 5,800 litre tank. It's a bit small and it doesn't fertilise and it doesn't direct seed drill. The Seed Hawk, no additional fill types. And again, the one from Stevie, no additional fill types. The Multi-Seeder, no additional fill types. The John Deere Multi-Seeder, no additional fill types. If you look at planters, again, you run into the same kind of thing on the planters. They don't support the additional crop types, which is a bit of a shame. So you'd have to do a lot of the farming with vanilla equipment. You couldn't use the mods. I think the same applies to things like headers and that as well. This doesn't have anything that requires additional corn headers, but the combine headers do accept the additional crop types. Trailers are the same. Some of the trailers will accept crop types, some of them won't. Depends whether they've got the crop types listed individually or whether they are bulk specialisation, something like that. But it seems like we've got plenty of stuff that's compatible with the map, which is a good thing. Like I say, we've got plenty of options. Animal pens, got a couple of the modded ones. The chicken stable with feed. The new cow barn that come out today on the mod hub. Don't have enough money. And then I've obviously got some of the LS Mod Company mods as well. So I wouldn't need to use any of the rubbishy Giants ones. I've even got the modding welt ones that I've used previously as well. Although obviously they look better on a American map. They look better on a European map, and I don't know what the Dondiego map is supposed to be, whether it's supposed to be another South American-y type theme map. Miscellaneous items, obviously I've got some things, these things from that previous challenge map that I did a look at. I've kept them, these, because they generate income per day, or income per hour, which could be interesting things to place down as well on the map in certain places to generate a bit of income and revenue. I mean, we've done greenhouses before, heating plants, all that kind of jazz. Gives us a few other bits to do as well. Obviously, we've got the Mercury Farm standalone shed pack from Alien Jim Bob. We could use those sort of buildings on the map if we wanted to. Got all Stevie's greenhouses, so this map does work with all my mods, unlike the last challenge map. Courseplay, quite happy on this map. That was a new mod that come out on today's mod hub as well. The solar plant mod generates 280 euros per hour. Not bad. But obviously, and not too expensive, unlike, say, a wind turbine or something like that, or a solar panel. Where are the placeable solar panels? Because I bet they're expensive compared to that. 120,000. I've changed the price on that windmill, by the way. I dropped that down by half. I wasn't paying 600 grand for a windmill model for be shamed. So that's 120,000. That's 150,000 for one solar panel. It generates 500 euros an hour. So it does generate more, but it costs more. It's all a bit of a muchness, really, isn't it? Do you want solar panels or do you want solar plant? Don't know how big it is. I haven't got the money. Can't justify going in and having a look at it. And obviously decorative icons. We've got a garden gnome. We've got a garden gnome. All the trees. Basically everything in my mod folder is active and enabled on this map. Christmas tree, probably don't need that. It is May. But okay. Enabled all. Same with all my silos. I've got all my silos and everything. They're all in here, look. All my production silo facilities are all in here. Silo extensions from that other challenge type map thing, they're all in here. Not got a shortage of placeables, definitely. I have no shortage of placeables on this map. I can put down loads of stuff. Sheds, got sheds galore. I could definitely design and create my own farm very nicely on this map. All my mods. Like I say, farmhouses, got a choice of a couple, and then got the modding welt ones. I might get rid of the estancia. It's hard to say which one I would add though, because obviously I've now used that one on the old family farm, and I've used that one on Fenton Forest. Probably have, I don't know. That looks just a bit basic and bland to me. You can't enter any of the modding welt ones. I'm not sure about that one. The trailer mods. I don't know. I don't know if I would be happy living in a trailer. It's just my thinking. Anyway. So this has been a bit of a look round at the Dondiego map, which, as I say, may possibly be a contender for me to start a second series on. And do a second Let's Play. But like I say, I would have to remove things. I wouldn't start with all these pre-placed buildings and stuff. I would sell them all off. I'd probably only keep the silo, the big silo. Everything else would go, and I would place my own stuff and decorate the floor a bit better. And I would get rid of that digestate and slurry area and put in the one from Fenton Forest, because it's better and it supports manure as well. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please go click that like button for me. If you've got any questions, comments, suggestions, feedback, anything you want to say about this map at all, please feel free to drop it in the comments section below. I will look forward to reading the comments and what people's thoughts are on this map, or any of the maps that I've had a look at just recently, to help me make a decision as to which one I'm going to play. Also, if you haven't done so, please make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button before you go off and click off the video and go and watch something else and get carried away and forget all about me. Please click the subscribe button. It does help me out, and also it helps you out, because that way you'll get to keep track of when I post new videos. So when I do start a new series, you'll get notified. I've been Cwattyeso. This is the Dondiego map that I'm having a bit of a fly about over the top of. I'll be back very soon with some more Farming Simulator 19 content, but for now, from me, it is goodbye.